I got a big dumb Mormon face. You can laugh at that. Yeah, you can laugh. I told that joke in Utah. They fucking love me in Utah. They know I have resting Latter-day Saint face. They know. They love me in Salt Lake City. I'm like a parade float of a Mormon. They let me in the temple. I pet the dragon. It was awesome. Any Latter-day Saints here? Okay, nobody stopped them. It's clearly not safe. Someone should have been like, Jebediah, no! We don't need... Malachi, stay thy hand! No, I love you. I'm not making fun of you. I'm not Mormon. I just look Mormon-y. I stopped drinking. That's kind of Mormon-y. When you stop drinking, you have to find new ways to party. Like I still put Q-tips deep in my ear. You guys put Q-tips in your ear? Yeah, I knew you were cool. The reason I ask is, have you read the back of the box and seen what the people at the Q-tip Corporation say a Q-tip is intended for? I'm not making this up. It doesn't say ear on the entirety of the box. They're just acting like they don't know that we're sticking it in and twisting and traveling through time. It's one of life's joys. You're just like, I can see how I die. It's amazing. They gaslight us. I'm not making this up. The first use, it says first aid. What psycho is like, I have a gash to the Q-tips? Like that's... Got it. Second one is makeup. That's bullshit. Makeup comes with a little brush. I have a wife. Third one is babies, crafts. Does anyone know the last one? My man. Keyboards. You've been bored in the bathroom as well. Cleaning keyboards. What kind of gaslighting horseshit is this? They have the fucking balls to look us in the eye and be like, dirty keyboard at home? You know what we're doing! You know, you lying cocks, you know! You know they have their quarterly meetings and they're like, another successful year of keeping keyboards clean. Then they close the blinds, they're like, and now for the devil's business. They puff it up like a cloud and stick it in and rotate. Hit that ear G spot we all have. The one we all have that makes your legs start shaking like a dog you're scratching just right. But some ding-dong customer in the 70s went too deep, touched his brain. Now they can't say it for legal reasons, because that dude tastes fear and hears color now. Ruined it for the rest of us. Keyboard cleaning. That's like McDonald's being like, you've been eating it? Those aren't cheeseburgers, those are small wet pillows for dogs. If you're dumb enough to eat a small wet dog pillow, what happens to your body is on you. Check the box. Hey, can the people that make you take your shoes off before you come in their house just fucking cut it out? This one always divides the room. Hear me out. Hear me out. Just give me a chance. The people that make you take your shoes off, here's my message to you. Give up. The world is filthy. You're gonna die. You can't stop it. You can't stop it with your little policy. Oh, you have a policy? I have a policy. Eat shit. That's my policy. Oh, I'm sorry, I can wear shoes at the Vatican, but not these hallowed grounds, Diane? That's how you want to start the hang? You're gonna invite your friends over, you want to start the hang with a humiliation? You're gonna make me slide these two stinky pigs out in front of my wife? You're gonna embarrass me in front of my wife? Leaving wet sock prints on your linoleum? You want to humiliate me? That's how you host your friends, you fucking twat! And houses that make you take your shoes off, they always have a dog. Which is it, dipshit? We keeping it clean in here? We letting wolves just walk in scot-free? Because we all watched your dog take a shaky leg, loose stool diarrhea dump on your front lawn. He didn't wipe, dogs don't wipe, and he just walked in scot-free. He walked right past my shoes that you made me take off. And now he's dragging his ass on your carpet, makes me think he has some unfinished business. I think the area has been compromised. So can I put my Nikes back on? My feet are cold. Or you can wrap that bitch in cellophane. Here's my favorite part of that joke. I know a lot of you disagreed. And you put that to one side. You vacationed in my perspective. That's beautiful. That's the kind of subtlety we need. Those beautiful humans that were like, ha ha, take them off. You know what I mean? We need more of that. I was just in Mexico. Yeah, I ate ants. Yeah, the insects, not lady uncles. It was at a restaurant. I wasn't just bored at a picnic. 2 hot lines, guys, back to back. That's 2 hot lines. And it was a prefix menu, like you don't order. They were just bringing us tacos. First course was chicken tacos. It's a crowd pleaser. Second course, they're like, these are ant tacos. I'm like, what is happening right now? Before the meal, they asked us if we had any allergies or food restrictions. But I didn't know how far back I had to take that. They're like, these are ants. I'm like, I also don't eat loose nickels or urinal cakes. Just to be crystal clear, now that I see what you're capable of. And if you guys were me and my wife, the chef was standing right there. So we felt like we had to eat them, you know? We didn't want to be ugly Americans. So I got a mouthful of bugs. I'm pretending it's not ants, but the chef wouldn't let us forget that it was ants. He kept telling us, he was like, they're big and juicy, and we cut off their heads in the rain. And I'm like, ha ha, say less. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be culturally insensitive, but everybody knows eating ants is weird. You know how I know? The whole planet agrees to call one of our animals the ant eater. Have you seen that thing? It's like a low-to-the-ground hairy elephant. That's probably what we were gonna call it. And someone was like, hold up. Check out what this freaky bitch is eating. You know what I mean? Its diet is the headlining oddity. And it was an ant and clam taco. That's correct. That's the correct response. Ant and clam. I've never eaten something and looked for refuge in the flavor of clam. Got a mouthful of carpenters. I'm like, look for the clam! Clam will save us from this zinky nightmare. Clam, the condom of the ocean. King Neptune's chewy prophylactic. I'm like, it's our only hope! Same night, my first night in Mexico, I got stung by a scorpion. Yeah, big bug day. It was in my bed. Isn't that freaky? It was in the bed. Yeah, it didn't hurt. It didn't hurt. It just felt scratchy. I was asleep. I remember thinking, what's the thread count of these sheets? I whip open the covers. I get my flashlight out. There's a dead scorpion in the bed. Yeah, got him. That's a weird feeling. Coursing with scorpion venom. I'm like, I gotta wake up Val. Gotta wake up my wife, because I don't know if I'm gonna be around. That's a weird consideration when you're like, I'm about to be playing the part of the body. So let's get someone else in this narrative. So I use my big boy voice. I didn't know I had a big boy voice. I found it in a crisis. I talked to my wife real sweet. That morning I was like, Valerie, I've been attacked. She's like, ah! She woke up straight away. I went out on the balcony. It got me 4 times on the ankle. Yeah, Good empathy. So I elevated it. That was my idea. I didn't know what else to do. I didn't know if that was helping or just draining the poison straight to my corazon. And my wife is a really sweet, non-confrontational person, even in an emergency, it turns out. Because I'm out there elevating it. I can hear her on the phone with the front desk. I'm not making this up. She's like, hi, buenos dias, buenos dias. Yes, it is a beautiful day here in Mexico. Oh, no, you go. You go. Okay, I'll go. One of us is dying. It was like... They sent a doctor right away. I was like, how often does this happen? He came out onto the balcony. He didn't speak any English. I speak a little bit of Spanish. I'm not making this up. I go, ¿Cuántos minutos yo tengo? ¿Cuántos minutos para yo? ¿Es hora el tiempo para adiós siempre? ¿El grande sueño para mí? He didn't speak any English. He had a real thick accent. I'm not going to do his accent. Nice try. You're not taking me down for a questionable voice. But you know what he sounded like. I'll tell you what he said. You can add it up here. You can't get canceled up here. And you know what he sounded like, you racist fucks. You know just what he sounded. He goes, in 24, I'm kind of doing it. I don't know why. He goes, in 24 hours, you will be dead. That's what he said. Stay thirsty, my friends. That's what he said. And they got in their golf cart, they sailed off. They said they had to get the anti-venom shot. I was like, you could have brought it. We told you what happened. You could have brought it. And I was laying there, and I was really worried I was going to die. But I was equally worried that I'm a comedian. And I grew up in the 90s playing video games. And I'm a silly, silly fun boy. So I knew, yeah. So I knew there was a real risk that I'd have like a dumb death, like a stupid death. Like I'd be fading out and I'd just look at my wife and be like, Scorpion wins. You know what I mean? Like a dumb joke. As I'm passing away, just like, fatality. It is a fatality. And I die. I can't have my last meal be ants. There's no 13th floor in my hotel in Mexico. No 13th floor in my hotel here in town. Isn't that weird? I think it's crazy. In this day and age, we still skip the 13th floor because it's an unlucky floor. Same with hospitals. There's no room 13. Same with airplanes. There's no 13th row. Isn't that nuts? I think it's weird. I know people that complain that transgender people relax. You're gonna like it. Look at my friendly open face. We're going to safe pastures. You're gonna like this one. I think it's funny. I know people that complain that transgender people make up such a small percentage of the population, but they get special treatment. But I know a lot of transgender people. I don't know a single person who's afraid to stay on the 13th floor of a hotel. And we've been bending over backwards for these psychos for hundreds of years. Is this a big problem? A lot of time-traveling pilgrims staying at the Best Western? Like we have you on the 13th floor. Oh, hell nay you do. That's the Lucifer level. So you see in the elevator, if you look at the buttons, it goes 12, 14. You realize if it goes 12, 14, the 14th floor is the 13th floor. It just identifies as the 14th floor. And we're all totally fine with it, see? We'll get there. I've noticed that the people that have the hardest time changing people's pronouns based on their gender identities, the people that struggle with that the most are the same people that get really mad if you call their truck a car. It's just an observation. It's the same group. Like, let's take your car. It's a truck! Okay, Jesus Christ. Just saw a windshield and 4 tires, I just assumed. Oh, now I gotta remember that to make you feel safe? Fuck you, Chad, you know what I mean? It's like, it's a truck, and it's a he, him. Look, I put a ball sack on the hitch. I've misgendered people in my life. It's a terrible feeling. That's not a joke. It's horrible. I hate it. So I have a new rule. If I don't know you, I don't care how you present. I don't call anyone sir or ma'am. I just call everyone my friend. If I don't know you, just call you my friend. Hasn't happened since. It's nice. It works. Yeah. The only problem is now I sound like a Saudi Arabian car dealer. My friend. Good car, white BMW, my friend. It's funnier because some of you clapped. It's funnier. Lifting up one group, pushing down another for no reason. I don't know why. It's comedy. It's the best we can do. Oh, it's good to hear you laugh. I'm like your dad. It's good to hear you laugh. Let it out. I need this so bad. Modern life is too stressful. Yeah, right. And you know what it is? It's our phones. That's not a new theory. It's our fucking phones. We shouldn't have these things. They're like crystal balls we keep in our pocket that can tell you anything at any time. Local news, world news, news from your life. And you look at it, 30,000 times a day? No wonder you're a bit on edge. The human animal wasn't designed to be taking a dump like, oh, I just got fired. You know what I mean? That's not how the human animal was designed to get bad news. It's our phones, man. You know what doesn't help? Maybe you have a friend like this. Every single time my wife looks at her phone, I'm not joking, every time she checks her phone, she goes like this. She goes, oh no. Oh. And I'm a big guy, but I scare easy, you know what I mean? I got the temperament of a Victorian ninny. I'm like, heavens, you know what I mean? I clutch my pearls, I cinch my robe. I'm always like, what? What do you see in the oracle, woman? What doth the black mirror show you? She's like, one of the actors from Bones isn't returning to the show. I'm like, God damn it! Don't do that to me! Technology's a trip, man. Like, I don't work in an office, obviously. But people that do, you guys have your own little secret email language, don't you? There are all these acronyms I didn't know, like end of day, that's EOD. I didn't know that. Nobody tells you that. My favorite is out of office, because it's just 3 O's. But I didn't know. So the first time I got an email, they're like, so sorry for the delay, Peter. I've been a little, ooh. I'm like, what does that mean? Sorry for the delay, Peter. I've been a little, ooh. Like you're all dolled up on 34th Street, waving a hanky at the boys? That's why the email was late? Twirling a decorative paper umbrella with white gloves on? I don't understand. It's fine. You've been a little, ooh, I've been a little, ah! It's fine. Take your time. Take your time. My dad just got his first iPhone. He went from landline to iPhone. 80 years old. Yeah, no. That's not a dad. I want you in a swivel chair at a desk writing a check, landline tucked under your chin. That's a fucking dad. I don't want to see you like this, scared of Shazam. I don't want to see that. We were having dinner at an Italian restaurant. We got there first. Me, my wife, and my daughter, we got there first. And I watched my dad walking in, and he's mashing his iPhone with his huge, thick Boston dad fingers. Whatever you're picturing for digit girth. Quadruple it. My dad's got like 5 floppy donkey dicks on each mitt. He's blindly donkey dicking the screen with his thick donkey dick thumb. I know he can't see it. It's down here, he's just mashing it. I go, Dad, what are you doing? He goes, I'm trying to tip the Uber driver, Peter. It's a perfect impression. Because I'm trying to tip the Uber driver. I go, give me the fucking phone. I didn't say that. I'm terrified of my dad. I was like, perhaps I could help you, Papa. Oh, King of Kings. Now, Portland, I didn't fly all the way here to lie to you tonight. My dad had donkey dicked the screen so many times that he had swapped from Uber to Uber Eats. That's only one donkey dick. And he was on the checkout page, and there were 36 steamed vegetable dumplings in his cart. From a nearby Chinese restaurant. And one more donkey dick, they would have been on their way delivered to the Italian restaurant we were currently eating at. 36. My dad does not want 36 steamed vegetable dumplings. None of our dads do. But my father is a proud man. He's never admitted to a mistake in his life. In front of his family? What are you, nuts? So part of me wishes he had donkey dick the order button, just so I could have watched him fake it. So a guy walks in with a brown paper bag, my dad would have been like, oh, good! The appetizer's here! As I destined. He would have ripped open the bag, pretended to not be shocked that it's 36 steamed vegetable dumplings. And he would have dipped those shits in marinara with unbreaking eye contact. Just like, I've never made an error, Peter. Never, not once. Now let's all eat my mistake, as is our family's agreement. I'm glad you guys are hip. You could understand that, the Boston accent. We tour all around. In some places I go, I gotta tip the Uber driver. I can see people are like, subtitles on? You know what I mean? You guys have an ear for it. That's good. I was just watching The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, the third one. It's great. Yeah, it's fantastic. Accents is what brought it to mind. I think it's so funny. Whenever you watch a fantasy movie or TV show, they always have a British accent. Have you noticed that? That's how they let you know that there's like dragons and goblins. By using an accent that millions of people use today. That's not what's weird. What's weird is that it works. You buy it. They're like, Gandalf, we need to go to the apothecary. And you're like, oh, are these real hobbits? Like, you buy it. Is this a documentary? Like, it's real. It wouldn't work with the Boston accent. You couldn't have a guy get off a horse like, there's a fucking wizard over there. There's 2 fucking wizards and a goblin. They're stealing unicorns. Shit's fucking retarded, kid. Like, you couldn't... I didn't say it. That idiot said it. I'm protected by the silly voice and character act of 2009. Passed by my people. Boston's love affair with the R word is going strong. It's such a weird place. Like, it's kind of backwoods and there's Harvard. It's like, pick a lane, Boston. Like, how excited was Boston when queer became the appropriate term? If you're not laughing, it's because they don't know anything happened. Do you understand? They've been going strong with queer the whole time. They were grandfathered in to being politically correct. They were just holding on to queer like GameStop stock. They just held on to it. They were diamond hands on queer. Then one magical day in Somerville, Mass, they're like, this queer likes that I'm calling him a queer, like it's magic. They don't know what happened. Whenever I go back to Boston, they always say the same thing. They go, "You've changed, kid. You're all California now." I think it's because I acknowledge the existence of human emotion. Like, I'll tell you the most Boston story I can tell you. A couple years back, one of my best friends in high school, his dad got cancer. He got through it. He's okay now. But when he was diagnosed, it was close to Father's Day, so I decided to give him a call. And it was one of those friends that I've had for so long. I knew his landline phone number from heart, you know what I mean, by memory. Called him up, like it was 1991. It was perfect. The dad answered. I was like, "Hello, sir. Just want to say happy Father's Day." Didn't mention the cancer. I just said, "I love you. You know, I'm a dad now. I realize I learned a lot about being a good dad from watching you be a good dad. Happy Father's Day." It was a sweet call. He said, "Thank you." We hung up. Felt nice. Next day, his son, my friend, calls me. I saw his name on the caller ID. I was like, "He's going to thank me." Get ready to feel good, Peter. I'm not making this up. I answer the phone. He goes, "My father says you're having a midlife crisis." That's Boston. He goes, "You said you love him? What are you, queer?" That's Boston. I am a dad now. My daughter is 6. I'm going to see her in 2 days. I can't wait. Yeah, Leela. She's the best. Anybody here have little kids, young kids? It's the best. I love it. And however you're raising your kids and how I'm raising my kid, it's so much gentler than we were raised in the 80s and 90s. You know what I mean? Like if I fell and skinned my knee, got a bloody knee in the 80s, the parent book move, like the compassionate move, was my parents would be like, "You're all right." And I'd be like, "Oh, wow." Thanks for invalidating my entire reality. I'm gonna like something weird sexually because of this. Pain is all right, you say? It begins! And now what we do, it's called gentle parenting. I'm not even making fun of it, I like it. If my daughter skins her knee, you just acknowledge it. You just tell her she's real. You just go, "Oh yeah, big feelings. You're having a hard time. You exist. You are a citizen of this earth. I see you. And the only way you could express yourself was to start a fire in Daddy's study. I see that." I'm not even making fun of it. I like it. I just wish my daughter knew how much better she has it than we had it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to tell her, but I want someone to tell her. You know what I'm saying? Like, I sometimes fantasize like a portal could open up and like a ghost could come out, like a Charles Dickens, like a friendly ghost with a top hat. She could come out and whisk my daughter away and take her to a scene from my childhood so she could compare. You know what I mean? Like a Christmas Carol, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll give you an example. I was giving my daughter, Leela, her name is Leela, I was giving Leela a piggyback, and she's tall like her dad, so I'm feeling her on there. And then she let go with her legs, but she held on with her hands. And she got me on an exhale, so it was dire. She doesn't know how the human body works, so she's laughing. I'm tapping, trying to tap out. She doesn't know what the fuck that means. She's not a Rogan fan. We're raising her right, you know what I mean? So I had to break her grip. I broke her grip. She lands on her feet. I turn around, and she's sad. And then, Portland, I apologized. And I meant it. I was like, "Oh, baby, you wanted to choke Daddy? I'm sorry I couldn't provide that experience for you today." And it's moments like that that I wish the portal would open up. And the ghost would come out and take my daughter's hand like, "Come, child. I'll take you to a moment in Peter's childhood when his father apologized to him." And they go in the portal and it's just perfect darkness and silence. My daughter's like, "But spirit, there's nothing here." And he's like, "Exactly." Yeah. Whenever I've wanted my dad to apologize to me for hurting my feelings, I always just end up apologizing to him for having hurt feelings. And that's not a big laugh line, but if you go home feeling a little bit less alone, that's also my job. You know what I mean? Sure. And then a portal opens and a ghost takes me to my dad's childhood. He's 6 years old, he already has 2 full-time jobs. He's eating a broken glass sandwich. I'm like, "Oh, sorry, sir. Yep. We all have our reasons, don't we? Love you, Pop. Love you." You know what I wasn't ready for as a dad? There's this weird phenomena, how much more you love your kids than other people's kids. And I know, that's not a polite thing to say. But if we can't talk here, you know what I mean? Let's talk here. It's a real phenomenon. I love all children, but I love my baby girl so much more. You can't help it. Like, I'll give you an example. I'm not proud of this story. But I'm also not ashamed of it. You know what I mean? Like, we were at a birthday party. It was in a park. My daughter was 3 years old at the time, and there was a carousel. She had never seen a carousel in her life. She was transfixed. She lit up, and I went up to her and I said, "Baby, I promise we're gonna ride that carousel, you and me. Before the day is done, we're gonna ride the carousel together." She smiled. It warmed my heart. That's a sacred thing. That's a daddy-daughter promise. You don't mess around with that. A couple hours later, a friend of mine who knows I made that promise comes running up to me and goes, "Pete, it's the last carousel ride of the day." So I scooped Leela up and I ran as fast as I could across the field towards the carousel. We got there just in time. We got in line. At that very moment, my friend Scott, that's his real name, that's an unnecessary betrayal. My friend Scott runs up to me. He's white as a ghost. He's out of breath. He goes, "Pete, have you seen River? I can't find River." He couldn't find his kid. We were in line. It's a biological urge. They were letting people through the turnstile. I'm not proud, but this is a true story. I went like this. I went, "Oh no." River. What was she wearing? Blue? Blue overalls? And then I was whisked away by a wooden horse with a frozen face. As soon as the ride started, I regretted it. This is true. So when the ride was facing the park, I would keep an eye out so I wouldn't feel like a total piece of shit. So it was like this. It was like, River! You can't help from a horse. What would I do if I saw her? Stay put, baby! Help is coming, not from me. I'm engaged in whimsy. Yeah, they found her. That would be fucked up if I was like, "And she's gone." Yeah, she's gone. I really regret my decision. I should have lent a helping hand. She was barely gone one carousel ride. I want to care about everybody. There's just so many of us. Look, I could tell you stories where I win, where I do the right thing. What is gained there? We all let ourselves down. Project your shame onto me and laugh at it. Leave in a slightly better mood. This is shadow work. Do you understand? This is you're doing the work. Who cares? And I did the right thing and I was awesome. Get the fuck out of here. This is comedy. True story, we're driving in the mountains on a perilous 2-lane highway. There's no guardrail. There's there's 2 crevasses. There's a crevasse here and a crevasse on either. 2 crevasses. Dangerous road. In front of us, there's a Jeep Cherokee. I think this adds color to the story. He has a custom bumper sticker over the entirety of his back windshield. It said, I'm not making this up, it said, smoke pot, eat twat, smile a lot. That's what it said. In big block silver letters for children and clergy to read with a glance. Smoke pot, eat twat. I hadn't even thought of that expression in years. Eat twat. And I heard some of the ladies cheering like, yay, cunnilingus, but come on. Ladies, you know, no guy that calls it eating twat. There's no way he's any good at it. There's no way. No woman has ever been like, and he said, may I eat your twat? And boy, oh boy, am I glad I said yes. Because that man was a twat gobbler. He gobbled it up. He gave it a righteous gobble gobble. Afterwards, he smoked a joint. He wouldn't stop smiling. It was the best. It's the best day of his life. Smoke pot, eat twat. That is the most American sticker I've ever seen in my life. We left England for the freedom to say things like that. You'd never see that in England, smoke pot, eat twat. First, also, I was just there. They don't say twat in England. They say twat. So it wouldn't work. Ruins the rhyme. Smoke pot, eat twat. Doesn't work. They could do smoke a blunt. Oh, this is the best seat in the house. I just got to watch 600 Portland sweeties be like... They're a lot looser with that word over there. But anyway, it's a story about being uncaring, remember? You don't need to remember, that's my job. The Jeep smoke pot guy starts veering off the road. He's probably Google image searching twats. Starts veering off the road towards a cliff face. And I swear to God, it's the middle of the day. Val is with me. I don't remember making the choice to do this, but this is what I did. I went, bye. It would have taken less effort to honk the horn, but I just went, bye. He corrected. That would be fucked up if I was like, he did a fiery cartwheel right down that mountain. He's eating twat in hell now, boy. I'm getting closer to the end of my life, not the show, my life. I'm 45. You know how I know I'm getting older? As I got in bed the other night, I was barefoot, so I rubbed my barefoot on Val's barefoot. You know, keeping the passion alive. I'm not making this up. My wife goes, are you wearing shoes? I'm gonna die soon. I got those Nike feet. I got those Timberland toes. You know what else happens in my 40s that never happened in my 20s? Like 5, 6, 7, 8 times a day, I'll eat something and it'll just stop. It just stops here. It's like I don't have enough spit to get it down. Never happened in my 20s. In my 20s, I could eat a rolled up ball of sandpaper, go down like a water slide. This just happened backstage. I ate an almond and it just stops. It's too dry. It's like I have throat menopause, so it just lodges. So 6, 7, 8 times a day, I think I'm gonna die. I think I'm choking. And based on how I react, I am not gonna have a chill death, you guys. I am not gonna be cool about it. Some people are. Some people have glorious deaths. They're surrounded by their family on their bed. They're just like, it's been my privilege to love you. They just dissolve away. A breeze blows through the curtains and a candle goes out. They're like, Nana! You know what I mean? Not me. I'm gonna be like, ah! It should be you! They're gonna ask the nurse, what were his last words? Well, he screamed, it should be you. And then he pointed directly at his wife, so that's his legacy. One time it happened in a corn maze, that choking thing. I was following my daughter into a corn maze. I was in the center of the maze, took a bite out of a roll. I didn't know how long I was gonna be in there. So I brought provisions. You know, you gotta plan ahead. So I took a bite out of a roll in a corn maze. That was a risky move for me, seeing as I didn't have a gallon of water to wash it down with. And I chew it, but it wasn't 100% liquid, so it was still in the danger zone for old Petey. Swallow and it stops right here. I think I'm gonna die. Suddenly I'm like the blonde woman in the first Matrix movie. I'm like, not like this, you know what I mean? If you're laughing, you're 40. Not like this. I can't die in a corn maze. I can't have the paramedics entering a corn maze like, follow one wall, you know what I mean? Getting slowed down, answering riddles from a minotaur while I drain out. So you know what I did? I just realized I was in a corn maze. That's the best kind of maze to choke in. So I just broke down 3 walls of the maze like the Kool-Aid man. Got on the outside perimeter, got on my knees and hawked it up like a seagull eating bad shellfish. I'm like, ah! Ah! My daughter's there with a pinwheel like, Daddy. I'm like, ah! I kept yelling, I'm okay, but no one was checking. That's a lonely feeling. You're like, I'm all right. They're like, we didn't care. We just thought you were in your 40s and you ate something dry. At the end of the day, I think dying is gonna be a lot like pooping your pants in your car. It sucks if you resist it. Does that... Like, it's your resistance that creates the suffering. Like, you're 5 blocks from your house, so you're clenching. You're like, no. I can make it. But as soon as it's inevitable and you just surrender, you're just like, blah, 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 blah. Oh, sweet release! Why was I afraid of this? This is the best day of my life! That's what I think death is gonna be like. I'd be remiss if I didn't do one joke about God. I like to do jokes about God. Yeah, thank you. My mom wanted me to be a youth pastor, and when I became a comedian, she said, close enough. So, do a joke about God. I believe in God, but it's tricky. It's tricky to do jokes about God, because a lot of people don't believe in God. So you start talking about God, they get bored. You might as well be talking about a unicorn. Then there are a lot of people who do believe in God, they get tense. They're like, this motherfucker better not make fun of my unicorn. You know what I mean? So that's just a fancy way of saying this next part is just for me. I believe in God. I just don't think God cares that I believe in God. I think that's a weird thing that we made up. That God is up there like, they don't believe in me? Didn't they see all the rainbows? Like, what? What kind of candy-ass God is up there like, if they don't believe in me, my powers won't work? That's not God. That's Santa, bitch. You know what I mean? That's a disservice to God. But all my friends are comedians, which is just a fancy way of saying all my friends are atheists. So they make fun of me. They say, Pete, there's no evidence for God here. There's no evidence. This is the phenomenon inside the phenomenon. You know what I mean? What more? What more? What more? Also, I completely agree. You won't find evidence for God here. What are you, nuts? We're like characters in a book looking for evidence of the author inside the book. God, I hope you're stoned. We're like... We're like characters in a book looking for evidence of the author inside the book. But the author isn't in the book. Do you understand? Harry Potter can't find J.K. Rowling at Hogwarts. She's not there. So that might be frustrating for him. It would be within his rights to be like, well, this is fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? But deep down in his essence, Harry Potter is J.K. Rowling. He borrows his reality from J.K. Rowling. His mind is an apparent limitation of J.K. Rowling's mind. And the greatest evidence of an author isn't in the book. The greatest evidence of the author is the book. And there is a book. Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we are fish looking for water. And if you don't believe in God, that makes perfect sense to me. That's a valid opinion. You don't even have to explain that to me. What makes no sense is if you believe in God, this timeless, boundless, eternal ground of all being, and you think that God is mad at you. Fucking get over yourself. What is this ego trip? Oh, I touched my wiener. He's after me now. Like J.K. Rowling isn't mad at Harry Potter. Does that help that make sense? She's not like, he did what? Oh, I can't wait to torture this fucker in a furnace. That's insane. J.K. Rowling isn't mad at you. Even if some of us are pretty mad at J.K. Rowling. I just found out you poop your pants when you die. That really changed the John Wick movies for me. Get out of that room, Keanu. The fight's over. Seek fresh air. We're almost done, by the way. You're gonna be farting in your car in like 10 minutes. And for some of you, that's gonna be the best part of your night. You drove here alone, you're gonna hear that car door seal, you're gonna be like, it's gonna be amazing. You could roll the window down, but you're like, no. I wanna know myself, you know what I mean? You're lowering the resale value for some self-exploration. I love my wife very much. She's actually right there. She's right there. I talk to my wife just like I talk to my friends. I'll give you an example. We were talking about Subway. Remember when we all loved Subway? Don't leave me alone in this moment. Yeah, we liked it. We loved Subway sandwiches. I recall there being a line. It was a popular establishment. I used to fucking love Subway sandwiches. I used to pull off the highway to eat at a Subway sandwiches, to eat what I thought was a health food. I was proud. I was like, I can't wait to tell my doctor I was good today. My doctor's like, your cholesterol's through the roof. I'm like, check it again, dipshit. I've been eating highway hoagies. It's like one day in the late 2010s, we all got a wireless transmission. It was like no more Subway and no more Dave Matthews. It was the same day. No more DMB, no more BMTs. It's over. Same day. It was a hard day for the whites. It was a rough one for the whites. When I was talking to Val about Subway, I go, sweetheart, what was your sandwich? Mine was boring. It was a 6-inch turkey. What was yours? And Val goes, 6-inch meatball. Then I said, without fear or hesitation, ooh, the hungry girl's choice. Don't you back away. I fucking love my wife. You know I'm right. That is the hungry girl's choice. That is a low blood sugar sandwich. You don't eat a 6-inch meatball, you honk it down. You have to unhinge your jaw like an anaconda and slide it in dry. You slide it in dry. You can see the outline of 3 meatballs going down your gullet like mice. It's too much meat, not enough bread. Doesn't work from an engineering perspective. It's like 3 Wisconsin round boys in a tiny canoe. It's gonna tip. But here's my point. She wasn't mad. She laughed. We had sex later that day. Find a buddy. Right? And I love my wife for who she is on the inside. The outside gets you through the door, but 12 years together, you stick around for the inside. And I know people say that. They say that a lot, but I've really played it out like a thought experiment. Like if I woke up one morning and my wife, Val, was just magically a dude, I would roll with it. That's how you gotta love your partner. You gotta be willing to swap teams for your partner. This is gonna lead to some uncomfortable car rides home for some of you. That's how you gotta love your partner. I wouldn't hesitate. I'd be excited. Dude, Val, what are you, nuts? Be like, where's this going? Mostly because I'm 45, I'm just so tired. You know what I mean? You do it. You know what I mean? You get to work. You go see how lonely it is back there. Humping and thrusting, sweating like an orangutan. You do it. You put in the hump pump. I want to lay there. That looks nice. I want to lay there like a powered down robot. That looks nice. Splayed out like a bearskin rug. You do the cardio. I want to lay there. You have a heart attack. I want to lean on one elbow and plan my day. That looks nice. See, a smarter comedian would have been like, good night, you guys were great. But I got one more. So if you have a special laugh you've been saving, like a butterfly in a jar, break it on this one. I'm doing some new stuff. Maybe you're doing new stuff, like Nah, I'm not keeping that. You know what I mean? Open mic it a little bit. This one starts kind of sad. I was watching this horrible true life reality show called the true crime reality show called The News. And there was a sad story about this crooked psychic. He was conning widows into having sex with him by having a seance. He'd conjure up the spirit of their dead husbands. He'd come into the room. I know it's terrible. He'd come into the room naked, dark room. They would think it was their husband and they'd have sex. It's over. They caught him. There's nothing funny about it. It's a little funny. It's a little funny. But not in a way that I can talk about. You riff on it on the ride home. Since when are you circumcised? Stuff like that. I'm not gonna say it. When I saw that story, I was like, that's fucked up, but that would never work with me and Val. No one has sex like me and Val. And I don't mean that in a good way. When you've been together for 12 years and you're in your 40s, this is a little glimpse. There's a routine to our sex. It's the same every time. Like if I want to have sex with Val, the first step is I pause the TV. That's how she knows something's afoot. It's either a sneaky pizza or sex. If it's not a pizza, the second step is I look at her and I wiggle my eyebrows like this. I go. Like a fat guy in a cartoon looking at a hot dog. Like, Third step, for some reason, always in the voice of Jack Lemmon, I go, you've awoken in me a primal urge. Can't you just feel in your stomach that this is real? Why would I make that up? You've awoken in me a primal urge. The last step is if Val takes her clothes off, if she goes with it. I've never seen my wife naked just getting ready in the morning or to have sex. I've never seen her naked without reflexively, involuntarily. That means I have to say, what a baberino. I have to say it. It doesn't matter if it ruins the mood. I'm like, what a baberino. I have to do it. Lately, I've been mixing it up with, pardon me, madam. That's what So you can laugh. And maybe that's an overshare. But we'll see who's laughing when a psychic can't fuck my wife after I'm dead.